Good evening and welcome to the channel's studios here in London with your international news around the world in 5. President Vladimir Putin has told Moscow's Victory Day parade that the world is at a turning point with a real war being waged against Russia.
Уважаемые граждане России, битвы, решающие для судеб...
In a speech, Mr. Putin said Russia wanted a peaceful future and blamed the West for sowing seeds of hatred and Russophobia. A slimmed-down Victory Day parade in the capital saw only 51 vehicles taking part. This is substantially down on last year when 131 vehicles took part. Russia holds military parades on May the 9th every year to commemorate the Soviet Union's victory in the Great War against Nazi Germany. Meanwhile, European Commission President Ursula von der Leyen is in Kyiv for talks with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky after a new wave of Russian airstrikes. Zelensky spoke of a need for faster deliveries of ammunition from the EU, but emphasised that every success it has in defeating Russian attacks are proof we can win over this aggressor. Meanwhile, von der Leyen described Kyiv as the beating heart of European values, stating that Ukraine is fighting for the ideals of Europe that are celebrated today.
Because they are afraid of the success you represent and the example you show. And they are afraid of your path to the European Union. But the aggressor has already dramatically failed. Ukraine has resisted the attack and is fighting back successfully. And why that? First and foremost, because as a free society, Ukraine can count on the unquenchable bravery of its million women and men.
The former Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan has been arrested outside the High Court in the capital Islamabad. Mr. Khan was appearing in court on charges of corruption, which he says are politically motivated. Footage showed paramilitary forces in armoured personnel carriers detaining Mr. Khan after he entered the court compound before driving him away. He was ousted as Prime Minister in April last year and has been campaigning for early elections since then. General elections are due to be held later this year. Dozens of supporters blocked streets in Lahore in response, while protesters also blocked a major road in the port city of Karachi. According to an internal UN estimate, 5 million additional people in Sudan will require emergency assistance, half of them children. By October, some 860,000 people are expected to flee to neighbouring countries including Chad, placing additional strain on nations already facing some of the world's most undefended humanitarian crises. Analysis of UN funding data for Africa shows financial support from key donor governments is dropping off. Airstrikes and ground battles are continuing in the capital Khartoum. Entire neighbourhoods have become empty as residents flee their homes. A barge leased by the British government to house 500 migrants has arrived in southwest England for refitting before it is put to use. The BIBBY Stockholm arrived early in the morning in Falmouth before it is ready for use this summer. Rishi Sunak's government has made cracking down on illegal migration one of his top priorities. The vessel will eventually be berthed in Portland Port in Dorset and will accommodate 500 single adult males. And members of Palestine Trauma Centre UK have dressed up as clowns to play, dance and sing with children, offering them laughs and relief. Children in the Gaza Strip are among a high number of young people showing signs of trauma and severe emotional stress as a result of various wars with Israel. Therapy and trauma relief sessions were also offered to those in need of them. And that's your international news around the world in 5. Now back to the channel's studios in Lagos.